You're not going to believe this, but this really is guitar for total beginners, and the thing that's going to make it possible is this little clamp right here. I'm Randall Williams, and basically a bunch of years ago, I was living in Tokyo, and I saw a guy named Tim Penn, Penn, on a street corner playing guitar near Harajuku Station. And he had this whole Michael Hedges thing going on, and he had like 4 or 5 different capos, Kaiser capos like this with the clamp that he'd cut up into little pieces. And he cut little notches out of them, and he was using a couple of them at a time here and there. And I kind of went, wow, that's really something. But it didn't really sink in. Like, I kind of went, wow, this guy's really good. And I went to a Tuck and Patty concert a couple of weeks later, and I gave him the CD. So I now only have a recorded cassette of that CD because I gave it away to Tuck Endress because I'm like, you got to hear this guy. So if anybody knows where Tim Penn is, I'm looking for him. He's got a website, but his email's bounced off of it. So Tim Penn, Paper Flowers. You ever find him? Send him to me. Anywho, a couple years later, I meet a guy named Bill Nash, and Bill Nash is also doing partial capo stuff. Bill has MS, and so he didn't have complete use of his hands, and he was making a lot of one-fingered chords. So I asked Bill after the show, I said, hey, how do you do this? And he says, well, you sort of stick it on, and you play with it until you find good sounds. And I'm like, hey, that sounds good. And it's kind of the David Wilcox approach too, stick the partial capo on, start playing with it till you find something fun, and follow your heart to that place. I'm kind of a head guy, plus I've got a background in analysis and stuff, and so I kind of wrote out a structure for how it would work, and the structure's gotten more and more refined. And recently I just did a workshop at a VA hospital for folks in the spinal cord unit, and I was able to teach them to play guitar. So anybody who's saying, hey, I can't do it, I've taught people who are missing limbs, people who don't have finger control, how to play guitar, and I guarantee that we're going to get you playing guitar right now. So stick with us for this lesson. My philosophy, and I hope you're with me on this, my philosophy is that it's better to need to play than to want to play. When you love how it feels and you just love picking it up and doing it, it's way better than thinking, time to practice guitar again. Because then you don't learn anything, and you don't take it with you to the bathroom, and you know what I mean. When you get nuts about the guitar, you just have to play it. That's where the juice is. So what I'd like you to do is trust me that this little shortcut capo is not a crutch. It's a really good tool for learning what you need to learn. And it'll help you get to the full chords as soon as you want, or not, or maybe you never have to learn them. Or maybe you have special needs and you're going to play with this thing forever, or you don't, and you're going to play with this thing forever. I take it on stage all the time. Stick with us. I'm going to teach you how to play guitar, even if you've never played before. And if you're a teacher, this is a pretty cool thing. I think you're going to want to see it. All right, so here we go. This is the shortcut capo right here. And the deal with the shortcut capo is it leaves a couple of strings out. You see how it leaves that low string out and these 2 high strings? The guitar sounds like this. And then you put the shortcut capo on, and it sounds like that. It sounds pretty cool. The only thing about being a total beginner and doing this is that somehow you got to get the guitar in tune. That I can't help you with. I mean, I can sort of help you with. There's the E. Here's the A. There's the D. G. B. And E. Probably that's really hard to tune to, so you can push pause in between it and and rewind it and work it that way. This is really hard to do, so you probably want help with it. But anyway, cool. I'm going to stick the shortcut capo right here on the 2nd fret, and it already sounds like something. So the very first thing that I want to teach you is the 1 chord. It's basically a D chord, but for the moment, let's call it a 1. And it's right here. And that is already your money chord. It's the 3rd string, 1, 2, 3, and it's the 4th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right here. Isn't that fun? Check this out. I want to teach you 2 more chords. Take this finger and run it 1 string up toward the sky. And then go back. There's a 1 chord, here's a 5 chord, right there in the middle. Supplemental content's going to have this. And then here's your 2 chord. Now go back to 5. Now go back to 1. Make sense? Stick with us. There's a song coming with it right now. So here's your first song. There's that one chord right there with your finger right here. Hey, if your finger gets a little bit sore, that's cool. Rub it a little bit. Don't bite it. Don't stick it in your mouth. Just rub it. Use another finger if you need to. That's the glory of this thing. Use this finger, use that finger, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're just doing one finger chords right now. Here's a one chord right there. I sailed on the sloop John B. All you got to do is hit it. You can hit it with the side of your finger. You can hit it with this. You can pull out a pick and hit it with a pick. It don't make much matter. I like to use my fingernails. I actually have fingernails. Even if you don't, you can still hit it with the tops of your fingers. Sailed on the sloop John B. My grandfather and me. All around the town he did roam. Drinking all night. Going to the two chord now. Got into a fight. Go back home. Now I feel so broke up. 5 chord. I wanna go home. We're gonna do that whole thing again, but that's basically it. The other really cool deal is, check this out. These 3 chords are basically the backbone of all Western music. So if you can do this, you can right now play thousands of songs. No kidding, thousands of songs. Try it actually right now. Do it by ear. Don't leave these 3 songs. Start here on the home chord and play something, just anything. La-di-da, la-di-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Whatever, doesn't matter. Just we're having fun here. That's kind of the purpose. There's our one chord. Sailed on the sloop John B. My grandfather and me. All around the town we did roam. Drinking all night. Got into a fight. Now I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. That's all there is to it.